Still at Gamescom in the business center here at 2K. With me here today is
Tom Galt, lead designer on Darkness 2.
Perfect. That's our game. We're talking about Darkness 2 right now. Can you tell us, if we played the first one, how many years have passed since the first game?
Well, yeah, so first game was in the mid-90s or so in the story, and Darkness 2 takes place 2 years after the events of the first game. And actually, at the beginning of Darkness 2, in those 2 years between the two games, Jackie didn't use the Darkness powers.
Not at all.
Not at all. He managed to keep it bottled up inside. He became the Don of the Estacado crime family in those 2 years. So he had his men, he had his henchmen to do all his dirty work for him. Until the beginning of our game, where he's attacked at a restaurant, he has to use his powers to survive. And that attack on Jackie at the restaurant sort of kickstarts the events of the game.
Okay, so you're actually, again, forced to use the power of the darkness.
That's right, yeah.
Okay. What are kind of like the main new features of the second one?
Yeah, we have a few new things. One of them is our quad wielding system. And when we were playing the first game, one thing we loved about it were the demon arms, the way you could grab enemies and grab objects in the environment. We decided to take that and bring it to the forefront, make it an integral part of the combat. So, you know, we created the two demon heads. Well, rather, they were already there, but we actually made them the demon arms now. So you can slash enemies whenever you want. You tap the right bumper, and when you do that, you slash. If you hold it down and push the right stick in a direction, you can then slash in that direction. So you have really, really good freedom in how you interact with the enemies with the demon arm. The left demon arm is your grabbing demon arm. So if you tap the left bumper, you can grab objects in the environment, you can grab the enemies themselves, and you can use all these things in combat, while also shooting your guns, while dual wielding pistols and submachine guns. So that's quad wielding, and that's kind of our big feature. And it really makes for a real action-packed game. It's a really high-intensity game, and it's really fast-paced, and it's a lot of fun that way. And aside from that, we also have our new talent system, and that's our other big feature. Whenever you're killing enemies and eating hearts, you're earning essence, and then you use that essence to buy talents at talent shrines that are spread throughout the levels.
What kind of talents are there? Is there an example for that?
Yeah, so we have a lot. We have a lot of different talents, and one of them, for example, is a new power you can buy, and that's called gun channeling. Now, gun channeling, when you activate it, you're channeling the darkness into your guns, and that gives them infinite ammo and really amps damage for a short period of time. So when you activate it, you can really mow through your enemies, but it only lasts for a few seconds. So you have to make the time count.
Yeah, talking story-wise, comparison to the first game, any infos and how long it will take to get through the game in story mode?
Right, yeah, so we're really focused on the story, and our main concern is that we tell a good story and it's well-paced with the combat. And it's going to be in the range between 8 and 12 hours, depending on how you play it. That's sort of what our focus testers have been playing it through as. So that's pretty good. It's kind of the average for a shooter. And the story is a continuation of the first story. So like I said, we take place 2 years after, and it starts off with these guys trying to steal the darkness from Jackie. And so basically, for a lot of the story, Jackie's trying to figure out who these guys are, why they want the darkness, and how they can even take it from them. And that's sort of what we explain a little bit in our demo that we're showing today, is who these guys are. They're the Brotherhood, ancient organization, and they have the means to take the darkness from Jackie. And their leader, a man named Victor Valente, has this power, and he can steal the darkness. And so really, it's a fight against him. And there's a lot of other twists and turns to the story, but we can't really get into that yet without spoiling it. So.
Sounds great. I have to ask the question, any plans for multiplayer so far?
Everyone asks, and all I can say is no comment.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Looks great.